What are you reading?
Danny O'Brien, Danny at special.com, Friday, July 15th, 22:35:38 Pacific Daylight Time, 2011.
Oh, it's the same time zone.
Update on the shrine.
Is that
So, as some of you may know, the old shrine got reactivated as a working shrine a few days ago, and the church classroom cleared away for meditation and contemplation led by Fazeng Rinpoche, the guy in the Buddhist monk robe who has been doing a lot of sewing in the craft area recently. Not everybody was happy with this. I was a bit personally miffed because in the process the membership binder was moved. I am agnostic about almost everything, but in my eldritch role conferred on me by the consensus of Noisebridge, I really am all about the membership binders. So anyway, subsequent to that, the following Noisebridge-ness occurred. 1. We found the membership binders. They are now in the black desk. I have updated the wiki, yay. 2. The shrine was deactivated and the chairs and tables put back in place in church as a reactivated classroom. 3. The next day, the shrine was put back together and church once again cleared away of all other earthly furniture. Perhaps a bit gallingly for a prominent general and war deity, Guanzu was relegated to a side deity and a framed postcard of another bodhisattva put in prime position. Incense and pillows were now made available. 4. The shrine was subsequently dismantled more forcefully. For avoidance of doubt, Guanzu was put up for sale by Mitch. Link to Craigslist post. 5. The shrine was erected and reactivated. And I believe church cleared once again before Tuesday meeting. Crutcher, as the minutes show, said that if it remains so prominent, it is my personal plan to duocrat the shrine to pieces with power tools tonight. That is my chicken and
is that garlic bun?
there's garlic naan there.
I think it's everything.
6. After the meeting, but prior to the duocratic action, a gentleman interceded. It was agreed that since he said that as he had a good home for Guan Yu, away from the power tools of the unrighteous, he could take the shrine with him. 7. When I left the meeting, Guan Yu was sitting a bit forlorn at the bottom of the stairs waiting for his new home. 8. On Thursday, I bumped into the Fazeng Rinpoche, who was sewing. I apologized for my mistake about the binders, and explained some of the reasons why some people felt it was inappropriate to use Noisebridge and the shrine for active religious worship. Zhang said that he understood that this wasn't a place for meditation. I said that meditation was interesting, but agreed that there probably wasn't a good place for lessons or explicitly religious ceremonies. The Lama, Rinpoche is an honorific attached to lamas, told me that the person who took Guan Yi was one of his disciples. As his master, he would instruct him what to do with it. We had an interesting chat about masters and disciples. Fa Zong told me of the error of believing in a world without masters and averred that if I didn't believe in reincarnation, I would not be a good Buddhist. I said I was down with that and learned some knots. 9. Today, Maestro mailed Al that the shrine is back up and church had been cleared of chairs and tables again. I popped down to the space. Guan Yi wasn't back, but 3 little bowls, more incense, were in an otherwise empty church. I spoke to Maestro and a few others. They said that the folks had been chanting and ringing bells early in the morning. Also, and this was unclear, there were some rumors of people walking around ringing little bells also. We ascertained that my phone turned off. We ascertained that at least one little bell was in the Noisebridge dinner bell, so that was put back in the kitchen. 10. I grabbed hold of Jürgen from the free school, who had just come in. He also expressed some exasperation with Rinpoche. Together we had a little chat with someone present who said he was a disciple of Fazang. He said that he and his master had heard that anyone could come here, and as long as the space was not being used, it could be used for anything. I said that no, that was not, this was a hacker space for the great use of technology. 10.5. I got the Rinpoche's cell phone number from his disciple. I totally have a real Lama in my Google contacts now. 11. I called up the Rinpoche, a trusted disciple of H.H. Dorje Chang Buddha III, and told them that I thought we'd gone over this and really it wasn't appropriate to do religious ceremonies at the space. Fazang, who became a Rinpoche when 3 other Rinpoches had omens and dreams about his nature as a reincarnation of a previous Rinpoche, and was conferred upon the title by His Holiness Dorje Chang Buddha III in 2009, hung up on it. 12. A few hours later, Fazang left me a voicemail. I have the MP3 if anyone wants it. It is awesome, and here is the transcript. Sir, This is Fazang Rinpoche. You seem to have forgotten that this country was found to things written in the Constitution. Our founding forefathers promised us we would have freedom of speech and freedom of religion. You remember the things that Thomas Jefferson said about tyranny and religion? If you don't, you should look it up. What you people are doing is completely erroneous. I haven't held any ceremonies there. I've simply been paying homage to the teachings I listened to there. And so you are breaking your own bylaws and the constitutional rights of people who come there by doing what you're doing. I think you should reconsider what you're doing. So there you go. As someone who is also a fan of the Founding Fathers and things written in the Constitution, I'm sensitive to issues regarding religion, so I've been actively seeking out someone who is okay with their meditating, with the meditating and the incense and the shrining and the constant bloody moving of the tables and chairs. Let me know if you want to represent the Rinpoche's position in this disagreement. In the meantime, if you agree with what is smelling to me like consensus, and if you see the Rinpoche in the road, or even in the space, can you ask him to keep the ceremonial stuff to Mekang Monastery where he lives? Or else some folk may start exercising their constitutional and by-law-given right to pay homage to Discordia, Emperor Norton, and or the Great Spaghetti Monster's rights in said monastery, 1822 Eddy Street, Cross Scott, at Divisadero, Foursquare. Salute, Danny O'Brien, genuine and authorized Pope, plus Rinpoche forever, House of the Apostles of Eris. Signed, D. P.S. If you haven't already, you totally should look up tyranny, religion, and Thomas Jefferson on the internet. Postscript, honest to God, I fucking love this place. I haven't had so much fun in ages.
Aww.
Thus concludes our dramatic reading of Danny O'Brien's missive 3 years hence.